Have you ever wondered what happens to Hollywood legends after the spotlight fades? When the curtains close and the applause dies down, their lives often take unexpected turns. Some retreat into quiet lives, others continue to contribute behind the scenes, but some face heartbreaking fates that shock the world. What has become of the once brightest stars? Have they struggled with loss, challenges, or shocking secrets hidden from the public eye? Their journeys are not just about fame, but also filled with tragedies, unexpected twists, and untold stories. In today's video, we'll uncover the jaw-dropping truths about the lives of Hollywood legends after the glory days are over. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss any of these fascinating stories. Let's get started. John Travolta, a Hollywood icon and his journey through tragedy. Born on February 18, 1954, John Travolta is not just a talented actor, but a cinematic icon across generations. His career began with a role in the sitcom Welcome Back, Kotter, 1975. But his real breakthrough came with Saturday Night Fever, 1977, a film that catapulted him to international stardom. However, it was his portrayal of Danny Zuko in Grease, 1978, that turned him into a global phenomenon. With his charismatic looks, captivating presence, and exceptional dance moves, Travolta left an unforgettable mark on audiences. But could he maintain that glory forever? Following his massive success in the 1970s, the 1980s proved to be a challenging period for Travolta. A string of box office disappointments led to a significant decline in his fame. Just when it seemed that Hollywood had forgotten him, fate handed him a golden opportunity. Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, 1994, became the key to his comeback. His role as Vincent Vega not only revived his career, but also earned him an Academy Award nomination. He went on to impress audiences with Face Off, 1997, Swordfish, 2001, and his humorous performance in Hairspray, 2007. Travolta proved that true talent never fades, no matter the obstacles. Beyond the ups and downs of his career, John Travolta's personal life has been marked by immense heartbreak. In 2009, his son, Jet Travolta, passed away at the age of 16 due to a seizure. This devastating loss sent the actor into a deep state of grief. But tragedy did not stop there. In 2020, his wife, actress Kelly Preston, lost her battle with breast cancer. The back-to-back losses left fans heartbroken, wondering if Travolta could find the strength to move forward. Despite enduring such profound sorrow, John Travolta refused to let grief consume him. He continued working in the film industry, maintaining his status as a Hollywood legend. What's truly admirable is his unwavering optimism and resilience in the face of adversity. He often shares joyful moments with his two remaining children, Ella and Benjamin, showcasing an unbreakable spirit. Many admire his perseverance, making him even more respected in the public eye. Now at 70, Travolta continues to take on new projects and challenge himself in various genres, from a dance-loving heartthrob in Grease to a cold-blooded hitman in Pulp Fiction and a devoted father in real life. John Travolta has become a living legend. He is not only a Hollywood star, but also a testament to the power of resilience, proving that no matter how harsh life gets, a strong will can overcome anything. What do you think about John Travolta's incredible journey? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to follow us for more fascinating stories. Do you love John Travolta? Which of his movies impressed you the most? Share your thoughts below. Jeff Conaway, A Shining Star, A Dark Descent, and A Hollywood Tragedy. Born on October 5, 1950, Jeff Conaway was a familiar name to movie lovers, especially for his role as Kinnicky in Grease, 1978. With his rebellious charm and charismatic persona, Conaway brought an undeniable allure to the character, making him an unforgettable part of the iconic film. However, few people know that before Grease, Conaway had already built a solid career on Broadway and even auditioned for the lead role of Danny Zuko before John Travolta was ultimately cast. His rapid rise to fame made him one of Hollywood's most promising stars at the time. But could that spotlight last forever? Following Grease, Jeff Conaway continued to captivate audiences with his role in the hit TV series Taxi, 1978 to 1982. His good looks and undeniable talent turned him into a fan favorite. However, despite his flourishing career, Conaway soon found himself entangled in the world of substance abuse. It all began with painkillers after a back injury, but over time, his addiction spiraled out of control. The 1980s and 1990s marked a painful decline for Conaway. His career faded, he lost out on major roles, and his financial troubles worsened. Could he ever find his way back? Beyond his struggles with addiction, Conaway also faced difficulties in his personal life. His relationships were tumultuous, leaving him feeling lost and isolated. Despite multiple attempts at rehab, including his public battle on Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew, he was never able to overcome his demons. As the years passed, his health deteriorated, his spirit weakened, and his career became a distant memory. The once dashing, rebellious young star was now merely a fading figure in Hollywood's history. On May 11, 2011, Jeff Conaway was found unconscious at his home. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, having fallen into a coma due to pneumonia and sepsis. After several days without improvement, his family made the heartbreaking decision to remove life support. On May 27, 2011, Conaway passed away at the age of 60. His death left fans devastated, particularly those who had adored him in Grease and Taxi. Hollywood had lost yet another talent, one who had burned brightly but was ultimately consumed by his struggles. Jeff Conaway's story is a tragic but cautionary tale. Once a rising star full of potential, he allowed addiction to consume both his career and his life. Yet, despite his downfall, fans will always remember him as the charming and rebellious Kinnicky, a character forever etched into the legacy of musical cinema. Do you remember Jeff Conaway? What did you love most about him? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to follow for more fascinating Hollywood stories. Are you a fan of Grease? Did Kinnicky leave an impression on you? Let us know in the comments. Olivia Newton-John. A brilliant journey, unwavering resilience, and an everlasting legacy. Born on September 6, 1948, in England and raised in Australia, Olivia Newton-John displayed a natural musical talent from an early age. By the 1970s, she had already become a sensation, captivating audiences with her sweet voice and graceful charm. However, the biggest turning point in her career came with her role as Sandy in the legendary film Grease, 1978. The image of her as an innocent girl in a flowing white dress, later transforming into a confident, leather-clad Sandy, remains one of the most iconic moments in cinema history. Thanks to Grease, Olivia gained worldwide recognition, proving herself to be not just a talented singer, but also a versatile performer. But did her success end there? Beyond her achievements in film, Olivia Newton-John became one of the most successful pop artists of the 1980s. She continuously dominated the charts with a string of hit songs, most notably Physical, a track that spent 10 consecutive weeks at number 1. One on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1981. With its catchy melody and bold theme, Physical became one of pop music's most defining anthems. Throughout her career, Olivia earned 4 Grammy Awards and sold over 100 million records worldwide. But behind the glamour of the stage, her life was not without its struggles. In 1992, Olivia Newton-John faced the biggest challenge of her life: breast cancer. Instead of succumbing to despair, she confronted the disease with remarkable strength, becoming a symbol of resilience and hope. She not only fought her own battle, but also dedicated herself to supporting others facing similar struggles. She established the Olivia Newton-John Cancer Wellness and Research Center in Australia, providing cutting-edge treatments and emotional support for patients. For years, she inspired millions with her optimism and unwavering spirit. But would fate allow her to win this fight forever? After decades of battling cancer, Olivia Newton-John passed away on August 8, 2022, leaving behind an immeasurable sense of loss for fans around the world. Her passing was not only a loss to the entertainment industry, but also left a void in the hearts of those who cherished her voice, her presence, and her unwavering kindness. However, even though she is no longer with us, her legacy lives on through her timeless music, unforgettable performances, and her endless contributions to the community. Did you love Olivia Newton-John? Which of her songs left the biggest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more inspiring stories. Eve Arden, a Hollywood icon and a lifetime on stage. Born on April 30th, 1908, Eve Arden was not just a talented actress, but also a symbol of grace, wit, and sharp humor in Hollywood. Her career spanned several decades, leaving a lasting impact on both film and television. With her sophisticated presence and intelligent performances, Eve quickly made a name for herself in roles that ranged from comedy to drama. However, it was her portrayal of Principal McGee in Grease, 1978, that endeared her to generations of audiences. In this iconic film, she not only brought a sharp wit to the role, but also embodied the image of a strong yet compassionate woman. Before her breakout role in Grease, Eve Arden had already built an impressive career. One of her most memorable performances was in Mildred Pierce, 1945, which earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress. However, perhaps her most significant contribution was her portrayal of teacher Connie Brooks in the hit 1950s sitcom Our Miss Brooks. Thanks to her charm, intelligence, and distinctive humor, she became one of the most beloved television stars of that era. It was no coincidence that Eve Arden was often cast in roles portraying strong, independent, and witty women, characters that reflected her real-life personality. Despite her success on screen, Eve Arden's personal life was not as smooth. She married actor Brooks West, but their marriage was not as happy as many believed. They faced numerous conflicts and tensions, with the pressures of Hollywood further complicating their relationship. Eve's life was not just about fame and glamour, it also had its share of struggles and heartbreaks. Yet, much like the strong characters she played, Eve Arden faced adversity with resilience. In addition to challenges in her marriage, Eve Arden also battled skin cancer in her later years. Even while facing illness, she remained optimistic and continued to contribute to the entertainment industry for as long as she could. She passed away on November 12, 1990, at the age of 82. Her passing left an immense sense of loss among fans and fellow artists. However, even though she is no longer with us, her legacy lives on through the classic films and unforgettable characters she brought to life. Have you ever seen Eve Arden in Grease or Our Miss Brooks? Which of her characters left the biggest impression on you? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to follow for more fascinating stories about legendary stars. Alice Ghostly. A comedic talent and timeless legacy. Born on August 14, 1923, Alice Ghostly was one of Hollywood's most versatile comedic actresses. With her sharp wit and humor layered with depth, she quickly became a familiar face on both the big and small screens. For those who love Grease, 1978, the image of Mrs. Murdoch, the dry yet charming wardrobe mistress, has remained a lasting memory. But that role was just a small part of Alice Ghostly's illustrious career. With dozens of television and stage performances, she became an icon of comedy, leaving an unforgettable mark on the entertainment industry. Before Grease, Alice Ghostly had already won audiences over with her sharp and humorous performances. One of her most memorable roles was Esmeralda in the series Bewitched, a clumsy yet endearing witch who constantly found herself in hilarious mishaps. She also starred in several other successful TV shows, most notably as Bernice Clifton in Designing Women, a role that earned her a prestigious Emmy Award. Though she was never an A-list Hollywood star, Alice's charm and undeniable talent always found a way to make audiences laugh and love her. Beyond television, Alice Ghostly also had an impressive theater career. She appeared on Broadway and achieved significant success in the world of stage acting. One of the highlights of her career was her performance in the play The Sign in Sidney Brustein's Window, which earned her a Tony Award nomination. With her distinctive voice, expressive face, and incredible adaptability, Alice had a natural ability to captivate audiences, whether on stage or screen. Despite her professional success, Alice Ghostly faced many challenges in her personal life. In her later years, she battled colorectal cancer, a painful and exhausting fight. Even as she struggled with illness, she remained optimistic, continuing to bring joy to those around her. Sadly, on September 21, 2007, she passed away at the age of 84, leaving behind an immense sense of loss among fans and fellow actors. Although Alice Ghostly is no longer with us, her legacy continues to live on in the hearts of audiences. From Grease and Bewitched to Designing Women, the characters she brought to life still bring laughter to generations of fans. Do you have a favorite Alice Ghostly performance? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to follow for more fascinating stories about Hollywood legends. Joan Blondell, a Golden Age Hollywood icon and her timeless legacy. Born on August 30, 1906, Joan Blondell was one of the legendary actresses of Hollywood's Golden Age. With her captivating beauty, mischievous eyes, and exceptional acting talent, she quickly made her mark in audiences' hearts through a series of classic films. Not only did she excel in witty and comedic roles, but she also won over viewers with deeply emotional performances. One of Joan Blondell's final roles was as Vi in Grease, 1978, the iconic musical film beloved by generations. Though her appearance was brief, she left a lasting impression with her effortless charm and natural acting style. Joan Blondell's career spanned several decades, from the silent film era to the final years of her life. She rose to fame in the 1930s, starring in a series of romantic comedies alongside James Cagney, which made her one of the most recognizable faces at Warner Brothers. Beyond commercial films, she proved her dramatic depth through complex roles, earning her a prestigious Academy Award nomination. Her standout performance in The Blue Veil, 1951, garnered critical acclaim and admiration from audiences alike. Despite her professional success, Joan Blondell's personal life was filled with ups and downs. Though she was constantly surrounded by Hollywood's glamour, she never found lasting happiness in marriage. She was married 3 times, including to renowned director Mike Todd, who later became Elizabeth Taylor's husband. However, none of her relationships endured, and she ultimately chose to focus on her career rather than her personal life. Nevertheless, she remained optimistic and dedicated herself fully to the arts, leaving behind a remarkable body of work. In her later years, Joan Blondell faced a tough battle with cancer. Despite her suffering, she continued working on film projects, giving her all until the very end. Sadly, on December 25, 1979, she took her final breath at the age of 73, leaving an immense void in the hearts of her fans. Her passing on Christmas Day added a poignant note to her life story, but her artistic legacy continues to shine brightly through time. Though Joan Blondell is no longer with us, the films she starred in remain a source of inspiration for modern audiences. Which of her performances is your favorite? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to follow for more captivating stories about Hollywood legends. Susan Buckner, from Grease star to a life few knew about. Born on January 28, 1953, Susan Buckner became a beloved face among audiences for her role as Patty Simcox in the legendary film Grease, 1978. Though she didn't play a lead role, her natural acting, radiant smile, and signature humor left a lasting impression on viewers. Patty Simcox, a spirited cheerleader, was always full of energy, sometimes to the point of being overly optimistic, but that very trait made her a memorable and delightful presence in the film. Grease became a cultural phenomenon, and while Susan's later career didn't shine as brightly, her role secured her a permanent place in the hearts of movie lovers. Before becoming an actress, Susan Buckner first gained recognition as a beauty queen. She won the title of Miss Washington and went on to represent her state in the Miss America pageant in 1972. Her bright charm, confidence, and excellent communication skills quickly drew the attention of the entertainment industry. After stepping into acting, she appeared not only in Grease, but also in television shows like The Brady Bunch Variety Hour and When the Whistle Blows. However, unlike many of her peers who chased fame, Susan did not seek the spotlight. Despite opportunities to further her acting career, she gradually stepped away from Hollywood, choosing a quieter life away from the glitz and glamour. Susan Buckner's life was not just about fame. It was also marked by personal loss. She suffered a deep emotional blow after losing her beloved brother, a tragedy that profoundly affected her and influenced her decision to leave show business. Unlike many stars of her era who clung to the limelight, Susan focused on her family and embraced a simpler life. She dedicated her time to raising her children, cherishing everyday moments, and finding joy in life's small pleasures. Her quiet departure from Hollywood surprised many, but it was the path she chose. A life no longer dictated by the allure of fame. On May 2, 2024, Susan Buckner passed away at the age of 72, leaving behind a wave of sadness among those who admired her. While she may not have been one of Hollywood's biggest names, she remained an integral part of Grease, a film that became an enduring symbol of an entire generation. Fans will always remember her as the lively, optimistic Patty Simcox, a character who brought joy and laughter to audiences. Her passing is a reminder that time may move forward, but the memories of a talented and sincere actress will live on forever. Do you remember Susan Buckner as Patty Simcox? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to follow for more fascinating stories about Hollywood actors. Annette Charles, The Glorious Journey and Pain of the Iconic Cha-Cha. Actress Annette Charles was born on March 5, 1948, in Los Angeles, California. From a young age, she showed a deep passion for the arts and theater. With her striking looks, confident demeanor, and natural talent, Annette quickly found her place in the entertainment industry. In the early years of her career, she appeared in several television series such as Emergency, The Bionic Woman, and the Incredible Hulk. However, it wasn't until she landed the role of Cha-Cha Di Gregorio in Grease, 1978, that Annette Charles truly became a star. Though not a lead character, she captivated audiences with her electrifying performance. Cha-Cha, with her bold personality and sizzling dance moves, became an unforgettable icon for fans of the film. There's no denying that Grease is one of the greatest musical films of all time, and Cha-Cha Di Gregorio played a crucial role in its magic. The high school dance competition scene, where Cha-Cha partners with Danny Zuko, John Travolta, remains one of the movie's most memorable moments. Dressed in a fiery red dress with voluminous dark hair and a piercing gaze, Annette Charles didn't just light up the dance floor, she solidified her place in cinematic history. This role not only brought her fame, but also made Cha-Cha one of the most charismatic antagonists ever to grace the big screen. However, after the success of Grease, Annette made an unexpected decision. She walked away from Hollywood and pursued a career in education. After stepping away from the entertainment industry, Annette Charles dedicated herself to sociology and became a university lecturer. Few would have predicted that the actress who once dazzled on the silver screen would choose to educate and inspire young minds. Though she no longer appeared in films, Annette remained passionate and dedicated to her work. While she left the spotlight, she continued to make a meaningful impact on those around her. However, her life was not without hardship. In her later years, Annette faced a devastating challenge: lung cancer. Her illness became critical in 2011 when she was diagnosed with late-stage cancer. The news came as a heartbreaking shock to her family and friends. Despite battling a terminal disease, Annette remained strong and resilient. Yet, fate had other plans. On August 3, 2011, Annette Charles passed away at her home in Los Angeles, bringing an end to a life filled with passion and perseverance. Her passing left a deep sorrow in the hearts of her loved ones and devoted fans who had cherished her as the unforgettable Cha-Cha. Annette Charles may not have been a Hollywood superstar, but she left an indelible mark on audiences worldwide. When people think of Grease, they can't forget Cha-Cha, the fierce, confident dancer who stole the show. Despite the ups and downs of life, Annette lived fully, following her dreams and staying true to her purpose. Do you remember the moment Cha-Cha stole the dance floor in Grease? Share your thoughts about Annette Charles in the comments below. And don't forget to follow us for more incredible stories about Hollywood legends. Frankie Avalon, music icon, and his role as Johnny Casino in Grease. Frankie Avalon was born on January 11, 1949, as Frederick Dennis Green in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA. From a young age, he showed a natural talent for the arts, particularly music. With his smooth voice and charming demeanor, Frankie quickly entered the entertainment industry. During the 1950s and 1960s, he became one of the most prominent teen idols, producing hit songs like Venus and Why. At the time, few could match his appeal. However, his career didn't stop at music. He also ventured into acting and left a lasting impact on the big screen. A major turning point in Frankie's career was his role as Johnny Casino in the legendary musical film Grease, 1978. Although he only appeared in a single musical scene during Rydell High's school dance, his powerful voice and captivating stage presence made it impossible for audiences to look away. Dressed in a sleek suit and belting out Born to Hand jive, Johnny Casino became one of Grease's most unforgettable moments. Despite not being a main character, Frankie Avalon delivered a high-energy rock and roll performance that left a lasting impression on generations of fans. After Grease, Frankie Avalon continued his singing and acting career, though he gradually devoted more time to his family. In the following decades, he regularly performed in TV programs, nostalgic music events, and concerts for longtime fans. Additionally, he took on roles in television and film projects, maintaining his image as a multi-talented star. Though he was no longer at the peak of his fame, the name Frankie Avalon remained deeply embedded in the memories of music lovers. However, his life wasn't without hardships. In 2014, Frankie's health began to decline. After undergoing several medical examinations, doctors diagnosed him with cancer. The news came as a devastating blow, not just to Frankie, but also to his loyal fans. Despite his courageous battle against the illness, the disease continued to take its toll on his health. While his family and friends provided unwavering support, even his strong willpower couldn't defy fate. On September 5, 2015, Frankie Avalon took his last breath, bringing an end to a life filled with both glory and challenges. His passing left countless fans in mourning. From a teen heartthrob with romantic ballads to a seasoned performer in the entertainment industry, Frankie Avalon built an artistic legacy that remains cherished to this day. His portrayal of Johnny Casino in Grease will forever be etched in the memories of audiences. Do you still remember Frankie Avalon's voice in Grease? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to follow us for more fascinating stories about Hollywood legends. Barry Pearl, the hilarious Doody from Grease and his lifelong journey in the arts. Barry Pearl, born on March 29, 1950, is a talented actor best known for his role as Doody in the classic musical film Grease, 1978. When people think of Grease, they often recall the iconic duo of Danny, John Travolta, and Sandy, Olivia Newton-John. But the supporting cast played a significant role in the film's success. Among them, Doody, the playful and mischievous member of the T-Birds, won over audiences with his youthful energy and signature charm. More than just a fun-loving high schooler, Doody dreamed of becoming an entertainer, always seen with his guitar in hand. Thanks to Barry Pearl's outstanding performance, the character became a fan favorite and left a lasting impression on viewers. Following the massive success of Grease, Barry Pearl continued pursuing his acting career, though he never quite achieved the same level of fame as some of his co-stars. However, that never deterred him. He went on to appear in numerous television shows and films, including Beverly Hills, 90210, Baywatch, and Murder, She Wrote. While none of these roles catapulted him to stardom the way Grease did, Barry remained dedicated to his craft, proving that his passion for acting never faded. Beyond film and television, he also thrived on Broadway, where he could fully showcase his talents in both singing and acting. One of the most remarkable things about Barry Pearl is his dedication to nurturing young performers. Unlike many actors who cling to the spotlight, Barry chose a different path, teaching and inspiring the next generation. He has been actively involved in acting workshops for children, helping young talents develop their performance skills and discover a love for the arts. To Barry, the stage isn't just about personal fame. It's about passing on knowledge and giving others the opportunity to shine. This deep commitment has made him a respected figure in the entertainment industry. Although he no longer appears on screen as often, Barry Pearl has remained closely connected to Grease in his own way. In 2016, he participated in Grease Live, the live television adaptation of the beloved film. His appearance sparked nostalgia among fans, serving as a reminder of the cherished memories from the 1970s. When Barry stepped onto the stage, it became clear that although decades had passed, the spirit of Grease was still very much alive, and so were the people who brought it to life. Beyond Grease, Barry has maintained a steady career, lending his voice to the animated series The Mighty Ducks and making guest appearances on various TV shows. However, what truly endears him to audiences isn't just his acting credits. It's his humility, sincerity, and unwavering love for the arts. Barry Pearl is proof that an artist doesn't need to be an A-list celebrity to have a meaningful career. He chose to forge his own path, focusing not on fame, but on the lasting impact of his work. Do you still remember the fun-loving Duty from Grease? Does the film bring back any special memories for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to follow us for more exciting stories about the Grease cast. Thank you all for watching today's video. We hope that this journey into the lives of Hollywood legends after the spotlight has faded has given you new insights and deep emotions. If you found this content interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay with us for more fascinating stories. Your support is our biggest motivation to continue bringing you even more high-quality videos. Thank you, and see you in the next video.